meet you. I'm the doctor.
Someone's killing people with sound. That's how Faye died last night.
Hey, doctor!
You two know each other.
Unlike you, she's been helping the community out for a few weeks now.
My roommate Elliot, he's a Foley designer, so I bet they've got tons of microphones at the studio.
So how can I help?
Isn't it obvious? You're a sound guy, and we need to catch one.
I found where the sound is coming from. Or rather, who it's coming from. One of the kids that the Baron abducted. His name's Jake. Maybe 8 to 10 years old.
Max, just hold on. I shouldn't even be talking to him.
I didn't kill anyone.
I should have figured.
What are those ships?
Dresians. Scavengers, mostly. But definitely a problem if they band together.
Of course, it was a homing signal.
Jake! Jake! Where are you?
Jake!
Jake, get your head out
They're
of
up here!
Oh dear. Not a chance. Get up, you two.
What about Jake?
What about him?
Downstairs.
Not like there's any other option. Get down there already.
Yes.
No, not that way. Right back at you. Yeah, you better run. You're not coming with us, are you?
Not necessary. I would not follow a lamb to its slaughter.
Cryptic, but bizarrely well said. What are you exactly?
I am nothing.
Nothing? What do you mean? Suit yourself then. Just take care, I guess. I expect we'll see you around.
Yes, I think you will.
Doctor! Elliot!
Max, over here.
Why are you still here?
Doctor is very much wanting to get to that for whatever reason.
What, that blue box? How's it blowing away the steam like that?
It's... okay. Not good.
Doctor?
The sound. It must be getting worse for her.
Inside. Use my key.
Oh dear. We need to cover her nose with something before she bleeds out.
Am I crazy, or is that a police box? Like, from Earth?
It's probably her ship. Weird disguise, but I suppose it worked on us. Where's the key she was talking about? Ow!
What happened?
I don't know, something in that pocket bit me.
Maybe try the other one.
Here we go. Reckon it's one of these?
Worth a shot. I forget how much you can lift sometimes.
So you forgot that I brought in the entirety of our furniture when we moved in.
My decorating was immaculate. But apologies.
No worries. If anything, it's my fault for letting you forget about that.
It doesn't look like there'll be much room.
Maybe it'll feel bigger on the inside. Here's hoping, anyway.
Yeah. Hope you don't mind me getting your personal space, I guess.
Come on! We're out of time, Elliot. Found it yet?
There are tons of these, and they all look the same. Buy me a minute.
I'll try my best.
Are we gonna shoot them or what? I'm still looking.
Let me try something else. Ha! Gotcha, Bats.
Nice one. Here, I think I've got the right one. Got it.
Thank goodness. Open it up.
Wow. Wish I had my microphone on me right now.
Get in! See? Better.
Hey, you did it. Thanks. Jeez, you're strong.
You're light.
There are a couple of angry bats at your door.
Just a sec. Let me get my bearings.
Something in that pocket bit me.
Well, it probably didn't like you tried the wrong one.
Your coat's sentient.
No, not really. Kind of? A little?
I shouldn't be surprised.
If you think that's cool, you should hold my hat.
Maybe later. I've got to admit, though, this ship of yours sure is impressive.
Thanks. I'm sure she appreciates that.
Sorry to push you, but what do we do with it exactly? What's the plan?
Well, we've got to save Jake and the colony without interfering in established events, wherever possible.
Established events? Then this is a time machine as well.
Sure is.
Is that a thing we can do, though? Just go back and prevent the kid from ever admitting the signal?
I'm not a huge fan of the way you phrased that.
Whoa, no, my bad. I didn't mean like killing him or anything. I just meant it's clearly embedded in him, right? Surely, if you've got a time machine, we can go back and prevent that from ever happening somehow.
Not much better, but I take your point. It's worth a try.
Can't we just attack their fleet directly? Surely this thing has some defenses or weapons of some kind.
Absolutely not. If we mount a direct assault, they might kill Jake. The old girl doesn't have any weapons anyway.
Brilliant.
Yeah, those are some angry bats. Elliot, don't suppose you remember the frequency the sound was at earlier?
Afraid not. And even if I did, it's probably higher now.
Right. Then we'll have to be a little unorthodox. Max, I need you to head down that hallway to the storage closet all the way on the left. There's a big box with an M on it.
Fine, will do.
What kind of ship is this exactly? It's incredible. Truly.
I'm glad you asked. It's called a TARDIS, Type 40. That's time and relative dimensions in space.
Ah, of course. I've certainly heard of these, but, well, as redundant as it may sound, they do seem a bit fairy tale-y on paper.
Yeah, funny that.
Are you a Gallifreyan, then? We've met another representative of your planet, but I don't believe he had a TARDIS.
Really? Interesting. But yes, I'm a time lady. You okay?
Yeah, just... Your lot are a bit fairy tale-y as well. Lots of myths and legends and ghost stories.
Sorry for the wait, all of the doors were locked.
Gah! My bad. How did you get in then?
Still got your screwdriver. A bit forgetful, aren't we?
More than I used to be, certainly. Now, start unpacking those and bring all of the cables to this side of the console. I'll get us set up over here.
Microphones.
Microphones. I have a personal stash. They're not as fancy as yours, Elliot, but I reckon they'll do the job.
What job?
We need to trace that signal, and the monitor in here isn't super great with sound. So, we're gonna fly into the time vortex and, well, make a few deposits.
We're just gonna drop microphones into time itself.
Yep. They'll end up at random points in time and space, if I set up these coordinates correctly.
How will that help? I mean, won't they fall out of range?
Nah, I modified them. I've been doing the same thing to cell phones for ages. No loss of signal anywhere.
So they are fancier than mine.
They can also download movies, if either of you is interested.
Is that true?
Give it a try, but quickly. Their stops are coming up. Bye-bye for now, bats.
Wait, what about the colony?
Time machine, Max. We won't be gone long. Now, I'm stabilizing us a little. Cables, please. All right, thanks. Just gotta sync them really quick so they know what to listen for. Elliot, the doors.
While we're in flight?
This won't exactly work if we're stationary. And anyway, don't you want to see the vortex?
God. I really do. Incredible.
Isn't it just? Welcome to my humble abode, Mike's. Couple more seconds, and done. Okay, unplug them and toss them.
What now?
Well, one at a time. That'll ensure we get a wide range of time zones. But yeah, now.
Whoa, it's off.
Nice. Good arm. According to the scanner, that's... You hit Pluto. Pluto in the Earth year 1465.
That's amazing. Hang on.
I think you just hit. Yep. That was a time agency headquarters. We might get fined for that if they ever find out it was us.
Sorry.
No worries. No risk, no reward. Keep going.
Wait, no! I was trying to download a movie on that one.
Which one?
The Godfather, I think. The text was really small.
Seriously? That movie's like 3,000 years old.
So am I. Never mind.
Good work. I think we'll have a fair sample size here.
Should we be worried about microphones landing in, like, ancient times or something? Would that be I don't know the word, bad?
We can always go and find them later. Unless the tracking fails, which a third of them have. Ah well.
God, they really are all over the place. Now what?
Now, we listen.
Listen for what?
Shh. Oh, we gotta start over. All right, that should do it. Sorry. Basically, we've tuned into the music of the spheres in and around 18 different time zones, and now we'll see which one has the signal most prominently. Okay. Looks like it's almost a tie between Vulcan and... Wait, London? Oh, weird. 2 pings from the exact same year. Maybe one drifted a little. 1860 it is. Hang on.
What happened? Are we okay?
Yeah, just fine. Except we're about 3,000 years in your past, which is still fine. Come along. Victorian London.
Doctor, what's going on out there?
It's all right. It's peaceful.
Are we on a cliff? I haven't been on top of a cliff before.
We are, but we should be in a city. This should be London, I think. Victorian London is what the scanner said.
Doctor, over here.
What's up?
Down there in the water. Look.
Are those whales?
Humpback whales. They're in distress. Listen.
Doctor, this is really strange, but the Dresians? The colony? Is this helping?
Hold on. They're still speaking.
Right. What are they saying then?
The noise. They're complaining about it.
Oh no. Are we too early?
No. Too late. It's like the sound is echoing back, like feedback through the time vortex. But how?
Like through the microphones?
No. Some other way. Come on.
So is the human race gone? What happened?
I just picked the wrong signal. It'll be all right. I just need to lock in on the other microphone.
That sounds urgent.
Let me see. Okay. Right. Yeah, it is. The microphones are all going off.
All of them? How?
Oh, come on. How did I... Okay. I know what I did wrong.
Well, don't leave us in the dark, Doctor. We're here to help, remember?
Sorry, guys. The Dresians must have heard us dematerialize. We followed their signal, and they followed ours. But why? Why bother?
Dresians can time travel?
I guess so. They couldn't the last time I repelled them, though.
So they followed that wheezing sound your ship's making and just went back earlier?
Looks that way. And it also looks like they can just keep on doing that. They must be out there somewhere, listening.
Wait, though. If history's changed, then how are we still here?
If this is a time machine, it's probably giving us a little protection, right?
Yep. Just enough to keep you here for a little while. But I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna set the old girl to materialize silently. Gonna have to take the brakes off, so it's gonna be a little bumpy.
Oh, okay, good. So we're back on track then?
Not exactly. Because now we're on a time limit.
I take it your machine can only protect our existence for so long.
When this is over, I'm gonna need a second to process how quick you are.
Where to next?
A little farther. All right, guys, come on. Same place, just earlier. Perfect, I think. Come on out.
Cozy. When are we then? I've never seen plants like this.
Somewhere in the early 8000s. I want to say 8200s? BC, of course.
That's. Wow. Is the human race still alive here?
I hope so. This is the earliest ping I could find from the microphones we sent out. Come on, let's find ourselves a human.
I think it's finally sinking in for me a little bit. How crazy this is, I mean. It's awesome, but crazy.
Took long enough.
Honestly, this has been really refreshing for me. You guys kind of listen to me. Sounds like the bare minimum, I know, but you'd be surprised.
Well, in fairness, our entire species is in danger.
So, if it weren't, you'd think I was crazy.
You're absolutely crazy. I don't feel like the situation really affects that.
Thanks.
Doctor.
Break it to me gently.
I think it's, like a saber-toothed tiger.
Cat, not tiger. And weird. I thought they died out a few hundred years ago.
Maybe you should tell this one that.
What do we do?
Use your sonic thing. Can't you use like a dog whistle or something?
I'd have to load up a new sound. I'd lose the one we're looking for.
Why doesn't it have multiple slots?
Into that cave!
Really, a branch? That's your grand plan to fend that thing off.
It's a good branch. I've got this. Oh, come on.
Need some help?
No, I'm having a whale of a time.
Back! Get back!
You better listen. He's got a rock.
You're not helping, Doctor.
Get up, Max. You look silly.
I'm starting to regret this.
Nah, you love me. Come on.
What are you looking for?
The owner of this cave, Tyler, was trying to keep us out.
Tyler.
The cat.
The cat's name is Tyler.
It is now. He heard Elliot say it earlier, and he likes it.
I said tiger.
You're confusing him.
Stop!
Stopped. Are we encroaching?
Oh dear. Are we going to be able to talk to this guy?
You do not have wings. You are like me.
Oh, guess so.
TARDIS translation circuit. First time flyer's privilege. If it works.
It's kind of invasive, isn't it?
Nice to meet you, mister. I'm the doctor. These are Max and Elliot. They're my friends.
It is good to have friends, Doctor. I am Grun. Have you been sent from the sky to help us? If so, you can leave. We are handling things.
I have no doubt. Nonetheless, we're similarly interested in the winged fellas.
Follow me. I will lead you to their camp.
Thanks, Grun.
You will not thank me when you hear them. They are very noisy.
Yeah, that's kind of been the theme today.
Oh, wait! What about Tyler?
Who?
Tyler, the cat.
The cat is named Tyler.
Or Tiger. He's unsure.
Tyler guards my home. I cannot convince it to leave.
Have you tried to?
Yes, I share my hunting spoils with it and bring it water, but it is never satisfied.
Aw.
Maybe it's your welcoming personality.
Perhaps I must do something about that. Come, there is little time.
Should we tell him?
Tell him what?
That he may be Earth's first cat owner?
Hush, no. Should we tell him that there's technically unlimited time? That we have a time machine?
No, of course not. We've landed here. We're participating. Remember, we're part of established events now. He means until dusk, anyway.
Stay here, Tyler. It may be dangerous.
Wow, that is such an ugly ship. Maybe the ugliest I've ever seen.
Nah, I've seen way worse. When did they get here?
They fell 2 moons ago, in their vessel. The creatures chatter loudly, but we cannot understand them.
They're an interesting bunch for sure. Who's we?
My tribe. There are not many of us left.
So much for handling things.
Should we storm them while there aren't too many around?
Definitely not. There are only 3 of us. Well, 4 counting Grun.
What is counting?
It's when you put numbers together.
I see. Thank you.
And anyway, that's not why we're here. We need to figure out what they're up to and why Balthazar 9 is so important to them.
Do they need a reason?
They have before. They've invaded and occupied hundreds of planets for their resources, riches, and the like. But they've never traveled back in time like this before. And I've seen them try to take far richer colonies than yours.
How can they have followed you here? You arrived after they did.
Time travel. They went all this way to cut us off and try to prevent us from stopping their invasion. No, there's something on your colony that they need. Rather desperately, it seems.
Like you said, we're not a very rich settlement. Hell, I think we import more than we export.
Mind taking a look at this for me, Grun? It'll flash in a sec and make a sound.
What is that?
It's a sonic screwdriver. Now, hang on. Okay, just checking.
Checking what?
I wanted to see if our new friend was the source of the signal. He's not. Someone else here's got it.
I apologize.
Could they be down there in the ship?
I reckon so. How about we find out?
What happened to no frontal assault?
Good question. Come on, slide quietly, if you can.
Be careful, Doctor. Their hearing is stronger than any man's.
Oh, we know. Here, I'll help you down.
You sure?
Yeah, you first. Come on. Sorry, I was trying to be cool. You're too tall.
Honestly, good effort. You're coming too?
The spirits have not blessed us with a good harvest in many moons. Perhaps I can win their favor if I aid in your task.
Good enough reason as any.
It appears that you 3 could use one as well, from the looks of your friend Elliot.
Hey!
Your friend. She seems very wise, but she speaks complete nonsense. Do you trust her?
I've only known her for a few hours, but sort of? Provisionally. There's a lot at stake here, and if anyone's going to figure this out, I have a feeling it's going to be her.
I suppose. Time will tell. Will it not?
It does tend to, yeah.
What's the plan exactly?
Not much of a plan yet. I just need to get inside there. I have a hunch. I really hope I'm wrong.
Care to tell us?
Sure. I think.
It's ridiculous. She's broken. How long put up with? Not longer. Read waiting. He completes soon. Fine. We're a little human with overreach, probably. Patient.
No, that is a bug. Or elder. I do not understand.
Listen.
Hey, bring offering.
Yes, but please, this must end. My clan is growing smaller for lack of food. There are only 5 of us now. Please, surely you have enough.
So offering.
This is all of our livestock from this season. Will this satiate you at last?
Decent, suitable. Drink one more. Good call. Bring all into ship. You will handle. Here, Thor. Yeah, go. Hi, show skills.
Great. Hi, you.
Hello.
Killing innocent people is just something you do regardless of time zone, huh?
Strange question.
You followed us all this way. And for what? How did you even hear the engines after I set them to silent?
No, you.
Ah, okay. So this ship, this operation is what they were trying to protect by cutting us off. But you really don't understand how time travel works, do you?
In fairness, we don't either. Let's hear it.
These aren't the same Dresians we saw on Balthazar. They're the very first to make contact with humanity. We found exactly who I was aiming for.
Intriguing. So we win future.
You certainly come close, but why would you wait 13,000 years to launch a proper invasion on a human settlement? You're already here. That was an awful amount of meat. What did you need all that for?
I should eat all.
All the meat?
All of you.
Well, with humans, if you give them more knowledge, it actually adds flavor to their brains.
It's true.
Totally.
Cool. Meat for human. We're complete.
For human. For human! I knew it!
Knew what?
The TARDIS couldn't properly track when the signal was embedded in Jake because it never was. He was born with it. Or he will be, very shortly. Am I right?
Yes. Human artificial from meat. Activate with computer. Sleepy agent. No battery. Never die. Invasion easy. Eat all now.
You have eaten enough.
Whoa, nice shot.
All right, team. Let's wrap this up.
Doctor, wait, we can't.
Elliot, what are you doing?
Chill, Max. Elliot?
I was thinking about what you said earlier on your ship. Established events, right? If we stop Jake from being born, created, whatever, then what happens to time? I'm not an expert or anything, but that's a paradox, isn't it? If Jake never gets born, the Dresians never activate the signal in him, and we never meet you.
Oh, you're right. Doctor, that's true, isn't it?
It is, yes. Trust me, I wasn't planning on preventing Jake. But remember, there's a piece of this puzzle that we're not seeing yet, even now.
Which is?
Why did they initially wait so long to activate his signal and home in? Why plant him on Balthazar 9 instead of just activating him here and now to conquer humanity?
Is humanity still going to end preemptively? Last I saw, there were just hills and whales in the 1800s.
Exactly. Without knowing any of that,
Friends, behold. The Winged Ones have been defeated.
Oh no, Grun, what did you...
Jake.
You okay, kid?
There's the signal. He's it. And he's got it. Wait. Now it's gone.
Oh my god. He can control it.
If he just switched it off, then humanity's safe, right?
For now. He's going to wait 13,000 years to set it off again.
Will you take him with you to the sky?
Well, I don't think we can. Not just yet, anyway.
Then I will take him, if it is all right with you.
Why?
Our tribe needs another, and this boy needs a family. No boy is complete without one.
All right. Good idea. Thank you, Grun. Take care of him.
You have my words, and my thanks, kind spirits.
Is he gonna be okay?
Are you okay, Doctor?
We have to get back to Balthazar. Now.
I take it you've cracked the case then.
Maybe. I don't know yet, but just maybe.
Are we back?
Sure are. Come on, let's go. Forgot the silent landing.
They're coming, Doctor. What do we do?
Same old, same old. We find Jake. I've got the sound's frequency locked into my sonic now, so I just need...
Look out!
Did you have to, Max?
I mean, kind of.
Light up the steam again!
I can't! I'm tracking Jake! Come on, guys, improvise!
Improvise? Fine. Oh, for God's sake, go!
Still here, huh? I thought you'd leave.
Where would I go, Doctor? It's only been a few minutes.
You remember her name?
I heard it 13,000 years ago, along with my own. I was wondering why you didn't recognize me when you found me at the compound.
But I take it you figured it out, right?
I did. I knew then that it would most likely be best for me to remain quiet.
Oh, I don't know. It would have helped us a little.
It wasn't my intention to help you. I was merely protecting the timeline. Your deaths at the hands of my masters are inevitable.
Are they? Why?
Because they are like time itself, Doctor. You can't escape them, and they will always catch up with you.
You seem confident in that pretty lousy metaphor, Jake. You hid from them, didn't you? All of those years. And you never activated the signal.
That's correct. I still remember him. Grun, and the rest of his tribe. Tyler, even. They were the first to take me in as their own. And they were far from the last.
You've seen all of humanity's history from the Neolithic Age. Why are you trying to end it now?
Nice name drop.
Why are you doing that?
Doing what?
Ignoring the situation at hand. Can't you see that this is the end of your entire species? Or rather, well, the human race? I'm not sure what you are.
You picked up on that, huh? That I'm not human.
Yes, I adjusted the frequency to allow you to get here. Now, be silent.
Jake, stop! You're hurting her.
You're all going to suffer and die anyway. She might as well be the first.
You're doing this for a reason. She was right about that. If you became jaded and nihilistic after all those years of being immortal, you'd have set that signal off hundreds of years ago. So who did you lose?
What?
It was your parents, wasn't it? The ones you had here in this colony, specifically. I'm sure you've had quite a few in total now. Did something happen to them?
How do you know that?
Because we asked you about them when we were here before, and you dodged the question.
Well done. Yes. They're gone. They left me.
It's not the first time, is it? You've been left behind before.
More times than you can imagine. Do you understand how hard it is for parents to adopt a child? Only for that child never to age or grow, to never tire or sleep. I can't even be upset with them.
You just want parents. Parental figures, at least.
I have you three to blame for that. I'm a monster. I must be. You see that I'm a monster, don't you?
No, Jake, I don't. You're a kid.
I'm thousands of years old.
You may not be young, but you're still a kid.
So what then? How does my being a kid bear relevance to the death of your species?
You can throw important sounding words around all you like to hide how scared you are, but that's not enough, Jake. You know full well that they're your species
I am
too.
a fake, a duplicate. I am not real.
But you know humanity. You know it better than anyone, probably even the doctor. Look up behind you.
Max, the rest of the ships are moving.
I know, it's okay. Jake, what do you see?
An artificial sunset with a hole in it from the flagship.
How many real ones have you seen now? When's the last time you watched a sunset with someone?
A very long time ago.
Do you want to? I mean, I may be the last human you see. You may be the last one I ever see. Let's watch the sunset. Elliot will take care of the doctor.
Okay. Who are you anyway? The doctor called you Max.
Yeah, I'm Max. Maxine Gray. I'm 30 years old. I've lived in a few different colonies around here. Always been a detective. No, well, I was a beat cop for a few months in Balthazar 7, but that kinda sucked. I don't have many friends, admittedly. I have an ex, Tracy, but she hates me.
Why?
I won't get into it. In essence, I broke her trust for the sake of my own. I've done that to a few people now, and I can't seem to stop.
Your roommate doesn't seem to mind.
We've been friends since we were your age, biologically. I mean, he's just used to me.
Arguable.
Regardless, I meant what I said to Grun 13,000 years ago. I only just met the doctor, but I do trust her, to an extent. I don't know why, but I do. I trust her to help you, Jake. Do you trust me?
I don't know. I've known you 3 longer than anyone. I might.
Then please, just let her go. She wants to help you just as much as I do. This doesn't have to be the end of humanity, Jake. The Dresians don't control you. That's why they came racing across time and space as soon as you activated that signal. They need you, but I promise that you don't need them. If the past 13,000 years of humanity have meant anything to you, then let us try to make them worth it for you. Please.
All right.
I think I know where your parents are.
Stop!
It's inverted!
Doctor, look! They're turning around.
It's a retreat signal!
Yeah, you better run. Clear off!
Come on!
Where are we going?
The Baron's compound. You're brilliant! Brilliant and amazing! Let's go!
Dear me.
See them yet?
No, not yet. I figured I would have seen them if they were here.
The Baron said he kept the adults in a separate room in the back. Just keep an eye out, okay? You really like these ones, don't you?
I do. In all my years, I think they're some of the best Mom! Dad!
That's his family, huh?
I hear no little boy is complete without one. I'll meet you and Max back at the plaza.
Doctor, there you are. We were worried. We're spread thin trying to compensate for what happened in the Alpha District. Haven't seen Max, have you?
I don't think so.
Geez, your poker face is worse than hers. They're looking for her, so just be careful. I promised her a few hours of leniency, and given the situation, it seems like she'll be getting a few more.
That's kind of you.
Yeah, she's a real pain sometimes, but she deserves that much. I assume that she had something to do with the resolution here.
Very much so. More than you'd probably expect.
Well, good. Maybe you can make something out of her. You know, I guess it's kinda cruel, but around the office we joke that she's called Gray because she's morally... Yeah, it's dumb.
I mean, the joke really is just sitting there.
Right? Exactly.
Still mean.
Yeah, I know. We're not gonna see you again, are we?
How can you tell?
I mean, come on. We all love you, but you definitely came here for a reason. And I bet that reason was this whole thing that just went down.
You're a credit to your district, Detective.
I'm sure that was meant to be a compliment, so I'll just take it. Thank you, Doctor. Truly.
My pleasure. Although I might not be done helping just yet.
How so?
Well, it's a pipe dream, obviously, but I don't know. Maybe with a little work, a little kindness, a little trust, a little companionship, and a little patience. I reckon I can fix her. Guys, hold the doors open.
What's the matter?
We won, sure, but there was still a lot of death today. The least we can do is help everyone who's still here.
Good on her, I think. Wonder what she's planning now.
Oh well.
What? Is there something on my face?
There is. I haven't seen it since the day you met Tracy.
One more word, Elliot. Go on. One more word.
Coming through!
A table?
Yeah, I picked it up at a barbecue in the 21st century. Now, Max, would you start handing out these waters? Elliot, let's get these rations out there. Food, water, and rations here. Take anything you need.
We'll have to tell Grun that we finally had that good harvest.
I guess so. Let's go tell them together sometime.
What do you mean?
I mean, you guys want to come along, right?
Where?
Anywhere. Anywhere, anywhen, and really everywhere and everywhen. Wherever we're needed. It's a big universe out there. And there are a lot more worlds that need our help.
Wait, really? Are you serious?
Miss Gray, Elliot, it would be my honor.
Hold it right there. Maxine Gray, you're under arrest for the death of an officer and theft of Alpha District property.
Let's go.
Fine by me.
I'll explain as soon as I get back.
Hey, get back here!
Are you alright, Jake?
What's going on? The sky is...
That is the sunset. The spirits are smiling down at us.
The spirits?
Our ancestors, loved ones both new and old. They have seen more than we have, but they still reach out to us for guidance and care. Think of them when you see the sunset, Jake, and they will always smile on you. See? Now they are laughing. This is a happy day for them as well as for us. Can you hear them?
No.
Listen then, my son. Just listen.